Watching movies and dying inside. Watching movies and dying inside.
Hi there, gang, and welcome back to Watching Movies and Dying Inside. Today we're looking at 1985's Barbarian Queen, directed by Héctor Olivera. This isn't a direct spin-off of Deathstalker or anything, but it does share the writer of the first, third, and fourth Deathstalker films, Howard R. Cohen. He also directed the fourth film. And Lana Clarkson, who stars, I assume, as the Barbarian Queen. She was in the first Deathstalker. I can't remember her character's name, but she was a sword fighter who wore basically thin strips of fabric and a cloak as an outfit, which, as you can imagine, didn't offer much protection, while she was sword fighting. But she made it work. I assume this is going to be like Deathstalker in that there's going to be sword fighting, women in various states of undress, large, muscular, oily men, and probably, evil wizards, goblins, monsters, what have you. Anyway, without further ado, let's dive on in and hope for the best.
Watching movies and dying inside.
Oh, geez. Oh, my stars. Oh, cripes. Oh, okay. And there's the title. Huh. Well, this music is kind of exciting. It sounds a little bit like the E.T. music, but it's exciting. James Horner.
I'd get married today, old man, even if the gods got together and sent down all the thunder they could get their hands on.
If he waits any longer for your omens, he will be a grandfather before he is a groom.
Excuse me.
Why were they just hiding there? Because it seems like they're really good at the brawling and the sword fighting and probably could have helped save a bunch of people from, getting kidnapped or killed. Also, this has been on for a little more than about 7 minutes, and there have been, about 4 topless women. I don't know. I'm not a prude or anything, but that seems like a lot for, 7 minutes in. But I'm not a prude.
Did you find my sister? No.
I'm pretty sure it's anachronistic, but that one gal's smoky eyeshadow, she's making it work. I'm no historian, so I can't speak to whether or not that was a thing back in, barbarian times and... Oh. Is that just floating in the water? That's grim. Oh, I think I saw another topless woman. Yeah, that's fair. It's been 5 minutes since the last one.
So you want to fight, huh? All right.
So there's been no mention of Lana Clarkson's character being a barbarian queen. So I'm beginning to think it's more a figurative title than literal. But if that's the case, it would be nice to actually know what the character's name is supposed to be, because I can't recall if they've mentioned it.
Amethea. She's dead.
Wait, is her name Amethea? Oh, they found her sister, who looks super bummed out by everything.
We'll be on our way.
Wait. If you raise a sword against Eric, you fight for us.
If you can make our journey easier.
The writing and direction in this film aren't really anything special that I haven't seen done elsewhere and better, but the costuming and the music pretty good. They've also done a really good job of making all of the characters pretty distinct, in terms of appearance and personality. Like, I've been able to tell who is who, even though, oh boy, I can't even remember what the Barbarian Queen's name is supposed to be, much less anyone else's, but I can tell who the characters are regardless.
Oh, Carbone, here's a beautiful dress for you. Come on, buy it. Oh, buy this dress, this beautiful fabric. Please, please.
That guy's really pushy.
Some days nobody buys.
Well, maybe if he wasn't so pushy.
Found Argon, maybe the others. Now, you find your sister. She got away.
There hasn't really been much plot in this film. I kind of hoped, because it got right into the village being attacked and everything. After setting up, like, the sister and the marriage. So I guess I kind of thought, like, okay, it's just going to be wall-to-wall action. But then after the village was destroyed and everyone was killed, they got on horses and then met up with a few other people from another village, and then went to another village and just been there for a while. I'm hoping the back half has a lot more story and more set pieces to, ramp up the excitement.
Rebels make life difficult for people who obey the laws. You'd be performing a service if you told me where they are hiding.
I'm not dying inside, exactly. But I think that's only because I'm kind of expecting the action to really pick up, because it's been pretty slow so far. And we're coming up on the final act pretty soon, so I'm hoping that means there's going to be more plot, more intrigue, but I'm hoping that happens sooner than later, because it's just leaving me cold.
Come on, come on. You are not here to supervise.
Okay.
And will you get me a dog to play with? No. A cat. I should love to have a cat.
A cat you shall have.
Oh, my stars.
Pleasing, as I remember.
Well, that was weird.
I will.
You can let me go.
There are things I liked about the film, like the costumes and the music, and the setup was very, very promising. But yeah, this movie just has a lot of problems otherwise. Like, a lot of the acting isn't great, the pacing is abysmal. I don't want to be that guy, but there's a lot of gratuitous nudity in this film. But again, I don't want to be that guy, but, it's just way too familiar and standard and unoriginal. Not totally without merit, but I am dying inside. And this is kind of interesting, because it's just like the rebels and some of the gladiators against the army and the other gladiators, but like hardly any characters have really been fleshed out to any degree, so a lot of these characters just... I mean, that guy who just got, stabbed, he showed up a bunch throughout the film, and I guess he was kind of like top goon. Couldn't tell you anything about that guy, or even his name. I don't even know the main bad guy's name. And okay. That was an abrupt ending. That was Barbarian Queen. Yeah, I was pretty disappointed. There was stuff I liked about it, and you see where there was the potential for it to become something. And it just did not even get close. And then it just ended. Yeah, can't really recommend it. Just watch Deathstalker. Lana Clarkson was in it, and she played a much more interesting character, even with about, like, a fraction of the screen time. There was a sequel, Barbarian Queen 2. I'm probably going to check that out at a point and see, you know, if it improved on the first. But anyway, that was Barbarian Queen.
And will you get me a dog to play with? No, a cat.